Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to have a look at a couple of practice frames that I recently played. So I get lots of comments on the channel of people saying we'd like to see you playing a practice frame against somebody else. So I had a client that came over, Frankie Brandt. He came over from Belgium for a couple of days coaching on the table, and after our sessions we just had a couple of practice frames and we set the camera up. So in this video I'm going to talk through the couple of frames that we had, and I did have a century break in the second frame. So I'll time stamp the video, so if you want to skip on to the second frame and have a look through that century break, I will talk through both frames, but if you want to skip through and just go straight to the century, you'll be able to click the time stamps below and have a look at that. Remember, if you do enjoy this video, remember to give it a like, remember to subscribe to the channel for lots more coaching and tutorial videos, and if anyone's interested in any personal one-to-one coaching, feel free to get in touch with me. I'd love to help you with your game. So this is the first of the two frames that me and Frankie played together. So I've just broken off and I've left Frankie a chance of this long red here. So got to try and keep still on these. The only red Frankie can leave is the one he's going for. And yep, I don't think he's left anything. So I'll just check. I don't think he's left anything down into this corner. So I was just looking at that. But he has left me the red that he's just played. So I'm going to take this red on now into the green pocket. So just playing on a bulk colour here, and caught that red a little bit thick. Always difficult on your first few shots of the day to get the nice feeling of your timing and your straight cueing. That's why you'll see lots of professional players warming up properly before their matches. So I've left Frankie a chance at this red now, so we can pop this red, try and run the white round the corner and onto a bulk colour. So lovely pot on the red, but he hasn't quite got on a bulk colour. So I think just the safety here. So ideally, a good shot here would be to flick off the green. So I think he's tried to get me in behind the brown there, which wasn't a bad option. Could also have tried to bring the white off here and then onto the bulk cushion. But Frankie's left me a safety shot here to play, so I'm trying to come off the side of the pack, and actually that you can't quite see because Frankie was standing in the way. I've actually fluked a red here, which is why you can see this very unsympathetic smile on my face here. So bringing my white down now into this area here, that'll leave me on this red and this red. So potting the brown, bringing the white into that area, playing for a choice of two reds there. Now I'm nicely on this red, and the angle is bit too big here to just hold for the black, so I'm going to play on and off the black cushion. Just means you can hit the shot properly and bring the white back out into open play. So nice little screw back, trying to leave myself on this red here, making sure that I'm high so I can get back to the black again. And actually my main goal here was to try and leave myself a little bit low on the black here. So just a little bit low. And then what I was hoping to do was to go into these reds here, leaving me on this other red that went, but I landed a bit too short for that, so I had to just roll the black in and settle for being on this red along the cushion. Now this will show you that sometimes people think that pockets on tables play really generously, but sometimes it's just that it can be a bit deceptive. So I thought that was going in, but the pocket thought otherwise. So it does show that they do have to be accurate when they're played along the black cushion there. Got to be nice and accurate with the pot. Now Frankie's got a shot on this red here, and I always think if you can leave the white somewhere level with the black, he'll then have the nice angle to go into the reds like this. So if you can get it somewhere level with the black, which he does quite well there, he's almost there. As I say, that then gives you this nice angle to split into the reds. So I think Frankie's still going to attempt that shot to get a bit of screw back on the white here and into those reds. So, and just a bit quick with the cue action there. We saw the backswing and delivery happen quite quickly, and that was something we were working on in the sessions with Frankie to try and get that cue action happening a little bit more smoothly. Bad safety shot there, caught the reds too thick, which has left the white obviously a lot short. I was playing right back up into the bulk area. Now, this is not a bad shot for Frankie. He can play this as a shot to nothing, so he can attempt this red, bring the white back round the table and into safety. So he attempts that red, exactly as we say. That's a nice shot to nothing. So a shot to nothing just means you can attempt the pot, and even if you don't get the pot, you're making sure that the white is in a safe area, which Frankie did very well there. So that was an excellent safety shot. John there playing with a bit of side, trying to bring the white up, and hopefully I was aiming back round into this area, but left the white a little bit short again. Poor safety shot. So Frankie there, also just under hitting the safety a little bit there. And actually now he's left me a chance of this outside red here. So I can attempt to pop this red, bring the white back up onto choice of bulk colour, maybe even the blue. And what I actually tried to do here is play the blue, and I want to cannon the white into the pink. So I use the pink almost as a stopper. It helps to slow the white down so I don't lose the white down the table. And I was trying to hit it just a little bit fuller than that, and that's why I've lost the white to the side cushion here. But I still have got a shot here on this red, and I can roll through for black or blue. So I've got to keep nice and still on these, rolling forward. And I've actually here landed absolutely dead straight on the black. Now, these two reds that are available, this one and this one, they're both covering each other into this corner pocket here. So I actually try and bounce the white off the far jaw here, and don't quite catch it enough, and just laughing there because I've followed the white into the pocket. 7 points to Frankie. And now Frankie, I think, has got a chance of this long red, but they're always difficult, these, because if you go for these reds and you don't get the pot, then the white is running into other reds, so the white will be running into these reds and playing cannons potentially. So when you go for these, you've really got to commit, and you've got to try and get them. So, gone for the pot, not very far away. That was a good attempt. Didn't quite get the pot. So I've got a decent chance here. Now, I could just play for the black, but the problem is this red is on the black spot. So I'd much prefer to go up for the blue first, and then I can try and, as I say, move this red here, and then the black will go back on the spot, and then it's a good chance to score. So straight away, letting myself come back down onto these reds here. Both of these reds go, but as I say, ideally the one I'm about to play, because that then frees up the black spot. So the black spot is now open, as you can see. And now I've got a decent chance to apply some soft little stuns and screws around the pink and black. So this is the area that you want to do your practice to start improving on your soft, close control, keeping the white nice and close to the big scoring colours. So I'm here just concentrating on picking off some of the loose reds here. Now, what's actually good in this situation is these two reds here. I actually think if I can get the white high enough up somewhere here, this red will actually pot, and then of course it will free up that one. So apply the black here. Now I can take this red to the middle, leave my white somewhere down here, and then I can play onto that area that we just looked at to try and get onto that red. So now I'm trying to land my white somewhere about here, and I'll have a shot on that red. Little bit short, not quite up enough, and that now means that I can't quite get to the potting angle. So I can play the plant here, one red onto another one, and hopefully this red onto that one, and then into the corner. So yeah, didn't quite get it, and I've been a little bit lucky there in that I've covered this red over the pocket. So Frankie is also going to have to play a plant here to try and get the pot, which he does well. Yep, went in with the double kiss. Now these blacks here are very difficult because the white is very close to the side cushion. So these are all about cueing this type of shot. Got to keep really still, try and do everything right. And bad luck there, very close. Now I can't actually see this red, so I'm trying to play it with bottom and right hand side to almost kind of get the white to swerve around that kind of effect, but couldn't quite get access to it. But obviously at this point, Frankie does need 2 snookers now, so I'm at the stage where I can take some risks there a little bit. So, half chance here for Frankie to pop the red. He was playing it with screw. Easy to flick a little bit of accidental side on that type of shot. And then that can cause the white to be thrown off its line. So I'm playing here onto pink or black. Just hampered slightly by these balls here, so I couldn't quite reach. So it's going to be the pink here into the top corner. And then that'll take me nicely to the red then as well, so nice and happy with that. And now even though the green is slightly off the spot, it's basically almost like a standard colours clearance here. And that red just makes absolutely sure now of any opponent coming back to the table. Frame is well and truly won now. So as I say, almost like a standard colours clearance here now, really. So this is why you practice these kind of things, especially people that are playing league snooker and that kind of thing. These shots will crop up a lot, these colours clearances, and lots of frames will go down to the colours. So if you can get good at finishing off frames when they come close like this, that will give you a very good advantage. It's all about practice and having the confidence that you can do these things when it matters. So just the pink needed. Actually, don't quite get this one. Nope, so not quite. So that was the end of the first frame there. So me and Frankie now just set the balls up. I've just speeded this up very slightly for the sake of time so that we can get on with the next frame. So next frame, Frankie to break. And we'll have a little look here. So the conventional break-off shot, obviously trying to bring the white round off the pack, off this side cushion, in behind the blue, and up there. That's what we're trying to do. Frankie just not quite getting enough side on the shot there. So I thin off this red, trying to get the white in behind the brown, somewhere like that to make the return difficult here. So that's a better safety shot now. That's a bit more like where we want the cue ball when we're playing these safeties. So Frankie's actually played, for where he was there, that's a good return, because he was in a bit of trouble there. Now this red here almost looks like it might be potable, but I'm hampered by the brown being in the way. And also, even if I pot this red here, there's no colour available. So I can't see this side of the pack here, so I actually choose to land on these 2 reds here. So just trying to defend the situation for a little bit, because I was in a bit of trouble there. So you're almost trying to buy yourself another shot there where you can get yourself out of a bit of trouble. So Frankie's just having a look here now as well. So I think he's trying to flick off these reds and actually bring the white up the table, this kind of thing. But he just caught it a bit too thin and then back into the reds, and yeah, put the white in a bit of a awkward position here. So again, I can't really get the white in the top half of the table. So I'm just trying to get the white on the black cushion behind the black somewhere here. So yeah, that's what I was trying to do, just trying to contain the situation again a little bit there. Now Frankie plays off this red to try and get safe. Again, just gone a bit further than he wanted. Now, obviously, now the bulk end is not a very safe area because there's reds up there. But I'm playing off this red to get the black into open play. So I'm deliberately freeing up the black so it gives me a better chance to score later on. And also making sure that the cube ball is also safe here. Now, Frankie doesn't have to go for a pot here. It is risky to go for a pot, and I think he's attempting to pot this red up into this top pocket here. So yeah, nothing was scored up until that point. And now, of course, I've got a chance of this red to the middle. So always important on these, keep very still. These are difficult shots, rolling them across the table. And now what I'm immediately looking at here, if I can get this red away from the black, it gives me a fantastic opportunity to score. So I'm already looking at the problem of the black and red here. So I'd got other reds I could play for, but I'll take the opportunity to get onto this red here. And then this is going to free the black spot area up and give me an excellent chance to score. So rolling through nicely there. Now, I don't really want to play a cannon here because these two reds will pot as long as I take things in the correct order. So if I can get the white just precisely into this little gap, I can move this red and then it's going to free up the other red that will then go to the corner. So yeah, I've managed to get my white up into that area. And now it's all about just leaving yourself little angles on the black so you can get to the next red. So I'm actually just having a little think about where I want to be there. And high is good because I've just got my natural angle off the black to just get up to this next red. And then that opens up another red. So just your nice roll through. Practice around this area, of course, incredibly important because all of these shots require a lot of touch and feel to roll the white perfectly into the position that you want it to go to. Now again, I can bring the white up into this gap. Then I'm on this red nicely. So up into that area, nicely on that red. Now again, there's an argument here for you could play a cannon into the pack of reds, but I've still got here 1, 2, 3 loose reds that are still available. So this one by the pink is also there. So up into this little area here, and I'm almost playing on 2 reds there, that one or this one. Whichever one I land on best, I will take. So I'm on the one to the middle here, got to get top side of the blue. Just want to do all my scoring down this black area. So I'd love to be on this red, knowing that I can try and play on it precisely, and I've got this one if it doesn't quite work out perfectly. But as it happened, I played it nicely, and I have got myself perfectly on this red. And almost with a really good angle to just, as I run through, just nudge into some of these reds with the white as I just run through. But it was a bit straight to get a big cannon. It just got a tiny flick there. So I was expecting a slightly bigger flick, and I may have gone into the reds with a high black, but I'm a bit straighter than I wanted to be, so play on the loose red again. And now I know I've absolutely now got to get an angle on the black so I can get into these reds. So I've got to leave an angle. No more reds available, but already I'm up to over 50 points here, so it's a good lead off built up. Now I want to get the white into these reds, get these reds open. And actually, as it happened there, everything covered one another there. All the reds covered. I could have potentially had this one down into this corner, but these 2 reds here are a plant if I can make it and hold the white onto the black. So I got that nicely and managed to hold perfectly on the black. And now, again, I'm back into prime position and everything goes. So floating this black in. Almost basically there, playing for 1 red really. This then starts to open up all the reds to the corners. Now here I'm playing just a trace of left-hand side to keep the white on this line. and I just didn't get enough side, and that's why I've lost the white over onto that part of the cushion there. So again, I need another good recovery shot here where I dig down on the white a bit, really try and cue it nicely to keep the white in good position, and I managed to get that nicely. So now off the black I can screw in behind this red here. So nicely in behind that red. So up to 82 now. Very still on this, rolling it through. As soon as you're happy that it's in, you can move up off the shot. Here I'll just make sure I take a slightly wider line. Don't want to risk getting snookered behind that red there. So you want to go slightly wider to make sure you don't get snookered. And then again I can play a little run through now, just leaving the white nicely on the black. Now here where I landed just a bit straight, I was thinking about here, if I just stop the video here just a second, if I could come off the black and come into this area, that's not too bad. And that would leave me a shot on this red down into this corner here. But what I actually decided to try was to just pop the black and let the white almost check up off the cushion and somewhere up to the pink spot. And then I would leave my white somewhere here, leaving a shot on this red into the middle pocket. But I just hit this a little bit poorly. Don't quite get enough side on. I was just looking here. It was a bit annoying. You'd almost like to bring the white round up a couple of cushions and play for that red, but obviously the pink's in the way. So I'll try and just go up towards the pink spot, but didn't hit it well, and just the white had run out of the side spin there. So now it's got to be a good recovery shot up into the corner onto the blue or pink. So I managed to recover it nicely. And now the blue's a good shot off this cushion and then down somewhere in behind this red. I'm playing just a fraction of right hand side just to check the white up. And I, again, underhit the shot slightly, and that's why I haven't got on the red. So that's the Century 104, but a shame there that I didn't manage to get onto this red, and so close to it really. It was almost a push shot. There was nothing really I could do with the red. So as always, I hope you enjoyed that video. Bit of a shame there that I played that shot from the blue to the red a bit badly there, and I couldn't complete the clearance. But hopefully just talking through some of the things that I'm thinking in the shot selection has been beneficial for players trying to make bigger breaks themselves. Now, my video with Ronnie O'Sullivan is coming on the channel, so make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn the notifications on so you don't miss that upload. As always, remember to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if anyone's interested in any personal one-to-one coaching sessions, feel free to get in touch with me, and I'd love to work with you on this table and help you to improve your game. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.